So, for the reading questions for week 4, you're being asked to pay attention to how Duckworth summarizes her sources. Now, because Duckworth doesn't use citations like you're being asked to do in your papers with parentheses and page numbers, sometimes it's always not as easy for students to see what she's summarizing in her chapters. So, what I want you to do is to look at a specific source that she is using, and I'm going to show you how to find it and then just how to look over it to help you answer these questions that we have down here. Like, what do you notice about how she's summarizing her sources, and how can what you observed be applied to how you do your writing? The one example of a summary that I want you to look at in Duckworth's book, it's in Chapter 7 Practice on page 126, is in the paragraph that goes, "When I share these findings with parents and students, I hasten to add that there are many, many learning benefits to being quizzed." All right, now you maybe don't quite realize it, but Duckworth is really summarizing and referencing a source when she's making this statement. So if we go to the back of the book, which you probably haven't been back here yet, you're going to find Duckworth's sources. So how this works is that we're back in the notes section. You can see at the top of the page. And then let me show you for the different pages. So it's showing the chapters. And then what these numbers are the page numbers. Like 117, that's the page. So if I go to the notes for page 126, I see a little phrase, benefits to being quizzed, followed by the source that Duckworth is using, which is by Rodriguez and Karpik, and it's the title of the article, The Power of Testing Memory. Now, on our course webpage, I've given you a link to that article. So if you scroll down until you get to week 4, which we are on, you'll go down and see this link, The Power of Testing Memory. And this will take you to the actual source, the actual study that Duckworth was reading. Now, yes, it's 30 pages long. You don't need to read through the whole article or try to really understand it. In fact, probably what's good enough for you to do is even just read this abstract and then just give a cursory glance through the article. Maybe look at some of the different graphs and stuff that are given, see if you can make sense of what they're doing, read about some of the experiments they're doing, and just get a sense for the type of work that Duckworth does and kind of the type of work that academics do and that they're citing. So that's all that you need to know for being able to answer these two questions. I'm not looking for you to really analyze the article in depth. Just what do you learn by looking at this example of a summary, and how are you going to apply it to your own writing?